Okay, POM routine from the beginning, setting off from the side of the road. So, brake, clutch, first gear, handbrake. Observations: left blind spot, middle mirror, right blind spot, 1, 3 and 6. You did it again where you looked in the mirror instead of using your blind spot. You need to look to your right on your shoulder. Yeah, do it then. And if it's clear, signal and go. So your signal needs to stay on, not just a quick signal as in hardly push it up. Yeah?
Yeah.
Come on then, speed. Now you've got a cyclist in front of you and a van coming towards you, so what do you think the safe thing to do here is?
Slow down.
And gear down to third, not second. Keep going at this speed now, off you go around him. Right, mirror check, out. You've just moved out over a white line without looking. Hold, mirror check in. So again, you look back at the video there and you just moved out. What happens if it had a motorbike been coming outside you at the same time? It wasn't, but what happens if it would have done? You've just pulled out now.
Can't do 15 feet.
Correct.
Am I going straight?
No, you're following road. So was that a little bit too quick?
Yeah.
Yeah. If I wanted you to go left, I would have said take the slanted left, wouldn't I?
Look straight to me.
No, there was a junction. Right, what signs have we just passed?
Bendy Road.
And
I missed.
look how the road is. Is it?
Narrow.
There you go, look. Right, what signs are in front of you?
Horse and cycle.
Horse and cyclist, which means there's obviously something around here which would cause them to be. Well, there's a Transpennine route, which is where horses and cyclists both use. So a common place to possibly see them. Okay. Now, what's coming up in front of you?
Speed bump.
Okay. What else is coming up?
Bendy.
Bend to the
Right.
right. Okay. The reason why you've got things like that on these kind of roads they are rural roads. So on a dark night,
You can't see.
you're not going to see barring where your headlights show you. So that will reflect telling you there's a bad bend. Well, if you're doing 50, 60 miles an hour down here, it's quick and that's still quite a sharp bend, especially if you've got leaves on the floor. Now what's in front of you?
30.
What do you need to do?
Slow down.
No,
Gear down.
no,
Mirror.
exactly my point. Mirrors.
Yeah, but we're driving 30.
Exactly, you still got to do your mirrors. Because we need to get it into your head as a good habit. Yeah?
Speed bump.
Can you pull up on the left, please? So what did you go for again? Where's your left hand? Where was your left hand then?
Gear.
Right, so when you watch that back on the video, rewind it, and then you're going to see exactly what you just did. So you went mirror, signal, dived on the brake, and then as you came in, if you look now, you've actually come away from the curb because your concentration's going to the gear. When you're doing the stop, concentrate on the stop rather than doing the gear or the signal at that point. Don't feel to worry about cancelling it or changing into first. Do the stop, signal goes off, into first gear, wait for instruction. Okay? Off we go when you're
So
ready,
it's all
please.
stop to put it into first.
Yes.
Alright.
Okay, ready to go? Read the sign.
Stop sign 100 yards.
Okay, so it's a stop junction then, isn't it?
I don't know what that means.
That means how high the bridge is. Turning right at the end of the road, please. One, two, three. Now you look. Okay, so again, just for your, when you look back at the video, could you have made that junction maybe a little bit easier, do you think? If you'd have done something with your position
Turned a little
a
bit.
bit more, so you could have boxed it off so you were straight, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Which would have been easier to see through the bridge because you'd have been that little bit further forward.
Yeah.
So at the minute, your car was like that. Yes?
Yeah. So I had
Which
to
meant
turn
you
more.
were further back, whereas if you'd have turned it like that, you'd have been further forward, which would have allowed you then to see more through the bridge.
Yeah.
Okay? So what's coming up?
Junction. Don't
Be
know.
more specific.
Crossroads.
Crossroads.
There's a bend.
So
Right.
again, bend to the right. And what else is catching your attention now? Black
Right
and white,
turn.
what are they?
I don't know what they're called.
Chevron.
Is it?
Yeah. So it's a black and white chevron, which is telling you it's a sharp bend to the right. When you do exactly the right thing, which just ease off, now back on the gas now, harder. Now we've gone round the bend, what's the first thing you should be checking?
Mirrors.
Your centre, the left mirror for your position. So that every time you come round a bend, now it's sorted your position out, it stops you hogging that white
I
line or
can't see
going
the
to the
car in
curb.
that mirror. That's why I'm
Which?
not meant to, am I? That one.
Yeah, you should be able to see a car behind you there.
No, I meant your car.
Well, you should be able to see a little bit, can't you? Good, well spotted. Now, what colour are the traffic lights?
Green.
What do they mean?
Prepare to stop.
Be prepared to stop, correct? They haven't, and we're now committed.
Yeah.
So it'll be unsafe to stop now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Speed limit is
30.
okay. So it's not that you don't know everything, because you actually know quite a lot more than you're realising. Yeah.
It's just putting it
He's
into
putting it into
place.
practice because you're still needing that thinking time, or you're still trying to rush certain things, i.e., going into that gear when you don't need to. And the main thing is now is make sure you're looking at the white line and the curb and your mirrors and your speed. You know, your head should be not static. So, at the roundabout, take the second exit for Pontefract. Now, what should that mean for you normally? Which lane?
Right.
No, it should mean normally left. On this occasion, it is the right.
Right.
Okay? So look at the floor, look at the sign. Both of them tell you where to be. Again, try and get that done just before we're stopping.
Yeah.
If we're going before 12 o'clock, it should be the left-hand lane, unless told otherwise. Here's a perfect example of it being told otherwise. The roundabout is dictating how it wants to be done, okay? So it's saying is, I want you in the inside lane to go straight across.
Yeah.
Yep,
Hello?
yep,
No.
you could have done. And now you can. Yeah, nothing coming across, off you go, turn slightly. And again, signal. Off you go, gas, second. So that's roundabout you have to do. You should have left signal on. That's the roundabout you have to do in first, because it's so small, okay? What's first thing you should be doing now? Which mirror? No.
Oh.
That one for your... Why are you looking in that mirror? What's that mirror telling you?
Who's behind me?
Right, no, look where your position is. Look in your right mirror.
Middle.
Look in your right mirror. Look in your left
Yeah,
mirror.
I'm in
Right. So what's that mirror using it for? Not just looking behind you,
Position.
your position. And every time you come off a junction or a roundabout or a turn, that's the mirror you need to start using. Because that will pull you back away from that white line, because you like the white line too much. Okay? Now, a look at the sign. Follow the signs for Featherstone, please.
Double turning right.
Okay? So a little bit early for first.
Because I could have stayed inside.
Well, no, you could have just gone in the first a little bit later.
Indicate. Am I safe? Oh yeah.
So turning right is the 3 R's, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, mirror, centre right, yeah. Signal to the right. Where should your position have been?
Right.
To the right. Any reason we stayed in first gear? I don't see one, because you could have easily dropped that into second and then you could see it was clear and do the turn. You were panicking, yeah? Okay, roundabout coming up, going to take the first exit left.
What? What did I do?
Pull up on the left, please. Mirrors, signal, brake gently. Look in your left mirror, clutch down. Brake to a stop, signal off, first gear. Right, I'm going to make it safe, okay, relax, okay? So, at the roundabout, I said, take the first exit which way?
Left.
Which mirrors did you look in?
Right.
Correct.
I know I made that mistake.
So when he said to me, what did I do wrong? There's your answer, 1, okay?
What's 2?
So what was the second one? And you'll
Shoulder
see it
lock.
on the video. Nope, you don't need a shoulder look when you just go in left.
Gear change.
Correct. So it should have been mirror, signal, gear.
Gear 2.
Mirrors 1, 2, signal 1, 2, gear 1, 2. Yeah? At that point, you should be about from here to the entrance, maybe a touch closer at that speed to where this lay-by is,
Yeah.
which gives you, then allows you to be able to look at both right and left.
And I went too far away from there this time.
So, no, that's perfect.
Is it?
Yeah, that's
on
where
the
I want
shoulder?
you. Yeah, don't need to be any closer.
That's too far in it.
No, that's where you should be. You can be a touch closer, but not much. You don't need to be hugging the curb.
I think I need to change up mirror, Simon. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I know I should have. I just can't see them cars.
So you should be able to see our car a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you should be able to see maybe the top of the bollards at the top here, look.
Yeah, I can see that bollard.
And you should be able to see a car behind you.
Yeah, there's none right now, is there?
Well, no, but that's...
Yeah, I think
but-
we're all right now. It's
Right,
just
okay.
a little bit.
But that's because you've slouched down in your seat since you've set off. Which is why I know. Yeah. Okay.
Right. No, we'll
Right. So, there you go. And obviously looking back at the video. Right, so I'm going to stop that one there.